Hello students, welcome to Shikrais Academy. This is Manisha, current affairs faculty from Shikrais Academy. Today we are going to discuss the most important topic in news, that is India-Korea CEPA modernization. So what is CEPA? CEPA is nothing but Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement. Before moving ahead into topic, a quick announcement students. There is a 2-hour marathon on answer writing for TGPSC, ABPSC and also UPSC aspirants. There is a complete guide to master the answer writing like a topper. In this session you'll be getting a basic how to do the basic structure, how to do the question pattern and PYQ analysis with live answer formation. You can also ask your doubts. This session is on 30th May at 5 p.m. Links will be displayed in the description and also in the chat box. Grab the opportunity. So why this is actually news? Because India and South Korea has held the 12th round of negotiations for upgrading India Korea Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, that is in New Delhi, that is from May 25th to May 27th, 2026. So these discussions followed a joint declaration signed during the state visit of South Korean president to the India on April 20, 2026. So let us see what is CEPA. CEPA is Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement. In this IK CEPA, that is India Korea's Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, this is a bilateral trade agreement. So this came into force in 2010, and also countries involved here are India and South Korea. So the main objective here is to promote trade, investment and economic cooperation. Okay. So the CEPA is a broader than the traditional free trade agreement because it covers trade in goods and also trade in services, trade in investments and trade related rules. So let us see the 12th round of negotiations. So the Indian representative here is Kapil Chowdhury, whereas he is representing the institution involved here is India's Department of Commerce, and also the South Korean representative, that is Park Jin-hyo. He is from Ministry of Trade, Industry and Energy. So the key areas discussed here are trade in goods related to the reduction in tariffs and also trade barriers and also trade in services. So this expansion of cooperation in IT, finance and also logistics and professional mobility, and also rules of origin. This determines actual country of origin of products under this agreement, and also the investment cooperation. It enhances the bilateral investment and industrial partnership, and also the most important thing, that is SPS standards. So what is SPS? SPS means sanitary and phytosanitary standards. It is related to the food safety and also animal health as well as plant health. So what are the new areas of cooperation? So the new areas of cooperation, both countries decided to create subgroups on digital trade as well as mainly cooperation in digital economy and e-commerce, and also supply chains. This strengthens the resilient supply networks, and also the strategic industries. This is related to the industrial collaboration in the key sectors. Let us see the trade balance concerns. So, India highlighted concerns over the persistent trade deficit with South Korea since 2010. The upgrade trade agreements mainly aim to more trade balance as well as better market prices and improved industrial cooperation. These are the main aims to upgrade this agreement. So let us see the importance of South Korea for India. So South Korea is a major investor in, especially in electronics as well as automobiles and semiconductors and shipbuilding. So both countries cooperate under Indo-Pacific strategies and supply chain resilience and regional security framework. Major Korean companies in India are Samsung, Hyundai Motor Company, and LG Electronics. So let us see the significance of comprehensive economic partnership upgrade. So it mainly modernizes the trade relations, expands trade agreements in digital trade, advanced manufacturing, and also supply chains, and it also strengthens economic integration and supply chain diversification and boost Indo-Pacific cooperation. Let us see the important terms for exams. So CEPA, that means Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement. What are the rules of origin? It criteria is to determine the origin of goods, and also SPS standards. SPS standards we have already seen, that is related to the food, plant, and animal safety measures. And also we'll see the way forward. So what is the way forward? It mainly conclude the negotiations in the time bound manner, as well as it enhances the market access for Indian exports, and it strengthens semiconductor and digital cooperation, and it expand collaboration in clean energy and advanced technology. So it mainly promotes the resilience of Indo-Pacific supply chains. Okay, the Indo-Korean Comprehensive Economic Partnership reflects the growing strategic and economic partnership between India and South Korea in an increasingly interconnected Indo-Pacific region. So let us have a quick prelims practice question. Consider the following statements regarding CEPA and Indo-Korean CEPA. So a CEPA is a generally narrower in scope than a standard free trade agreement. The statement 2, India has maintained a persistent trade surplus with South Korea since 2010. Third statement, digital trade and supply chain resilience are the new focus areas of Indo-Korean CEPA upgrade. So which of the following statements given above is or are correct? 1, 1 and 2 only, 3 only, 2 and 3 only, 1, 2 and 3. So comment your answer in the comment section. Thank you.